Good afternoon and welcome back to Beautiful Mind today. I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the market master. This is a Bitcoin update. Let's dive right in. Let's check in with the work desk and the forecasts. Here we are. This is the workbook for Bitcoin. We're just going to go over it really quickly. We have tops coming out in 11, 12, and the 13th month. So the 12 and the 13th is the most likely. The next one is 12.5 to 15. So 12.2. This one also extended to the 15th month. That was the 2016 halving. On this one, the second tops were 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, and 13.2. So we have two now that are the same or very close, right? So we're watching that. And our end tops, guys, 17, 18, and 19 and 20 months, okay? Looking at this one right here, right? 18 and 19 with our 17 and a half month, okay? So watch that, all right? Okay, down here again, 17.2, 19 and 20 months, right, from that halving event. These are all from the halving events, okay? So it's a numbered. Let's go take a look at my forecast. Well, this is my 2024 forecast. This is exactly what Bitcoin did. This is what my forecast said it was going to do. And I do all this work 1 year and 2 years in advance. Remember, I told you to watch out for this 5, 6, 7, and 8 month top because something was going to happen. It's exactly what happened. All right, let's walk on over to the 2025 forecast. This is curve 2, and this is curve 1. And no, I'm not going to show you the rest of the year because these are time sensitive. Anyways, first curve, we didn't get the big bounce in Bitcoin that we expected here. However, we are back to these areas again. So watch out for that. And we, like I said, we got to watch out for this, all right, 10, 11, and 12 and 13th month where we can see prices at around $1.40. Going over to curve 2, same thing, not showing you the rest of the year. We bounced up to this 100,000, down to this, right, down into the 80s here, guys, right, down in that 77. And then I was expecting us to jump up a little bit more higher, but we got arrested here, and we've moved all the way back down, right into this April period, down into the 70s and 80s. Well, not quite the 70s, but the 80s, which it shows right here at 85 and 83. And then we're going to have a bounce up here for May 1st. So that's my two forecasts. And there's the 17th, 18th, and 19th month. Okay, that's what that is. Same over here. Right, 17, 18, and 19. And don't forget, we could say the 20th. Right, we could also say the 20th month, which is December. So, but likely this September, October, and November, big blow off the end top. However, back to these ones, May 1st, this one's going to complete the cycle, and then we're going to have most likely a pullback into the summer. Okay, let's go over and take a look at the square now that we're at the work table. So this is how prices work. I took off the extra ring because it's very difficult to see all these prices on the ring here. We have a big stellium of planets that are right. That's right. It's right here, guys. Like, there's Saturn. We've got Mercury and Jupiter conjunct the north node here. The sun's just made it up to here. That's right. Okay, so, and those prices represent 36 or 72 or 108 or 144, right? So this is how we're doing this. It's not that difficult. Moving along now, we have Uranus, which is over here, representing 55 in the wheel here. Also representing, right, 41, right, and 77, these prices. Jupiter, right here, is sitting in the 85 to 86 level, and that's where Bitcoin's vibrating right now. Also, second and third ring, these are the numbers. Moon's right here, guys, and it's just going to blast right over Mars, and Mars is sitting at 110. Okay, so we can have a blast up here real quick here, especially like I'm saying in March or May 5th, or May 1st, when we're at Leo 5 degrees, this guy, we're going to have a top, probably around this 125, and we could go up a little more. Anyways, showing you now, this is the scale, right? And there's 180, right? And we have the south node here. I've got it locked down so that this doesn't move around and whatever. I do moving in around, and I do other price levels with the square, Pythagoras' cube right here, right? That's a whole other instrument and tool. So I'm just showing you the longitude now of prices. And of course, Pluto right now, right, vibrating at 303, right? And for XRP, you can see we vibrated back to 177 here, and right now it's just vibrating in around the 200 level, which is the opposites of Uranus here, okay? I mean, it's just not that tough, guys. Anyways, peace and love.